Let me tell you about something that has completely restored my hope for humanity and showed me that there's still goodness in the world. A few nights ago, I was scrolling through Facebook. Now, I joined Facebook way back in 2008, over 17 years ago. Man, I'm getting old. My youngest daughter, who's almost 20, was only 2 years old. Here's my first profile pic. Look at that kid. At any rate, back in the day, Facebook was very different. It was mostly just pictures of people's kids, vacations, and Christmas decorations. But sometime along the line, all of that changed. Nowadays, we have to wade through countless advertisements just to hear someone rant about how rudely they were treated at the grocery store, how today's youngsters aren't educated because they can't read cursive, how bad the service is as a new restaurant in town, how awful their team is playing, and of course, how the president is either the second coming of Jesus or the Antichrist. The news we get on our feeds is either bad news, fake news, or a combination of the two. You ever wonder why we subject ourselves to this pain? But we do, day after day, hour after hour, scrolling through endless amounts of anger, hatred, frustration, and hopelessness. Where's the joy? Where's the happiness? Where's the goodness? But several nights ago, as I was killing time just before bed, thumbing my way through the day's tragic events, I came across a post that instantly changed my mood, my attitude, and my overall view of the world. Last Friday night was homecoming at Lexington High School in Lexington, South Carolina. And as usual, the halftime show featured this year's homecoming court and the big announcement of the 2025 homecoming queen. Here, let me show you the post. The 2025 homecoming queen of Lexington High School is Reagan Harrelson. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? The majority of the students in our local high school voted for this young lady, a classmate who just happens to be special needs, to be their queen. If this doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. You know, they say kids can be cruel, but in this case, these kids showed us what society ought to look like. They let us know that goodness still exists in the world. In Psalm 27, David writes, "I believe that I shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living." This, my friends, this is the goodness of the Lord. We're out here trying to get rid of people who aren't like us, excluding those who don't think like us, act like us, or vote like we vote, rejecting those we consider to be less than or unworthy, while these kids are electing a child with Down syndrome to be their homecoming queen. The rest of the world is choosing division, but the students of Lexington High School chose goodness. Tell me, which one do you think God would choose? I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your Word for Wednesday. May God bless you.